It's our off-air pod show. It's our off-air pod show. Love Tribal Council. Blah blah blah. Frumper Joe.
Hang on, you can't do the music if we're not having a tribal council.
No, we just do love tribal councils. Also, you can't speak yet because
No.
I've
Yeah,
not
I know that,
introduced-
but I think this overrides that because you can't play the music if we're not having a tribal council.
Do we have a tribal council?
Yeah, I think we
Oh
should.
Jesus! No,
Yeah,
please,
on whether
no.
we can play the tribal council.
Can we have a rapid fire
in
tribal
the
council?
context of the intro?
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
Survivor.
Oh, Survivor. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, look.
We had to get a new intro after Friday.
Look, we got to get into very shortly. We've got to get into the ins and outs of. Sorry, Jack, you're not allowed to eat chips in the off-air podcast.
Yeah.
Can you stop?
No, we're
Not
not
allowed.
allowed.
He's also got all 5 fingers in his
not allowed
mouth.
to. Not allowed to. Sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but
You better not touch this microphone. See?
anyway, geez, we'll get to the Scottie Pippen stuff shortly. We've got the tribal council. There's so many things happening.
Yeah.
Liam, I'm here. Ben,
Hello there.
Belle.
Hello, I
Producer
have. Oh, okay.
Andy,
I thought we were saying our
President-
business. Yep.
If you have business, you have to speak it now.
That's what I'm trying to do.
This is
but
the
Liam
worst
kept
start to a podcast I've ever
Disagree.
been a part
Yeah.
of.
No.
Perhaps you
It's
do.
our off-air pod show. It's our
Oh,
off-air
God.
pod show. Love Tribal Council. Blah blah blah. Frumper Joe.
Hi, I'm Liam. This is the Off-Air Podcast. Ben,
Hello there.
Belle,
Hello.
producer Andy.
Oh, come on, Belle.
You said you had business.
Yeah, no, I don't have any.
Okay, cool. Producer Andy.
Present.
Producer Tina.
Hello.
Producer Brody. Sorry, I've skipped you there, Brody.
That's not the order.
Sorry. Producer Brody.
Start again.
Producer Tina.
Hello.
Ash Carter in the newsroom.
Hello.
Mazadol.
What up?
Present.
And Jack.
Hi.
Cool, everyone's in. Are we going to have a tribal council
Just
on
quickly,
whether
I
we
think
can...
so, yeah.
okay.
I say yes.
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 No.
Yes.
What are we voting on again?
Can we have the tribal council music in the intro, even though we're not doing a tribal council?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, it's outnumbered already, so what's the point? But no.
Yeah. Yes, because I like Liam's little dance to it.
Yeah.
Been decided it's allowed to stay
Tribe
in
has
there.
spoken.
Tribe has spoken.
Yes, Jack and I are fired.
Quick one's a good one.
And now, look, obviously, Scottie Pippen was on the show today in very strange circumstances. Are we peeling back the wizard's curtain?
I think we can peel back the layers of the onion.
We'll show you inside the onion this morning.
So what you would have heard,
Smells.
what you would have heard is Liam saying we had a caller. They would have said, "Hey, I think I saw Scottie Pippen at Daniel's Donuts." Then Liam says, "Why don't we take the show to him?" And then
What?
Great thinking, Liam.
we get him on the show about half an hour later.
Yeah.
What actually happened was Daniel's Donuts reached out to us and said, "Hey, we're paying Scottie Pippen to be at our establishment for an hour or so, I guess.
This was yesterday.
And we are partners with Daniel's Donuts." And they said, "Would you like to have him exclusively on your show?" And we said, "I think so." And then Belle was your idea, which I thought was a good idea, to make it seem a bit more like there was a chase involved, i.e. someone saw him, we then go there. Can we get him? And then we get him.
Sounds better than, good morning, you're listening to Nova. Now, Scottie Pippen's at Daniel's Donuts, and we're going to go.
Yes.
It's
what?
a square peg round hole situation. You've got Scottie Pippen, yes, very good.
Mm-hmm.
But how does Daniel's Donuts Southern Cross Station fit into the situation?
Yep.
And it all has to be specifically at 8:30 in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, look, that's a little bit of radio magic there.
How much do you reckon they paid him for that?
So this is the interesting thing. So it was myself there. Jack was filming, Scud was running audio, and Brody was like producing the whole thing. And I'm keen to hear from the man on the ground here because it was a very interesting situation. You said about an hour. I would put it at 5.5 minutes.
Really? I thought he was going to be there
what do you
working.
think?
He was chatting with you for 3
Dude,
minutes.
we had the whole time with him. I'm not kidding.
What? And then he said, right, that's it.
You know how I did
See
that
ya.
break with you guys, and I was like, "Oh, there's a huge crowd of people here. I can see him."
Yeah.
He wasn't there yet, so I was trying to kill time.
Yeah.
Because the security guards were there, and there was lots of people there, and like big guards. His car wasn't even there by the very last break that we did.
He rocked up during the song before we chatted to him, and he was gone. He was back in the car
Before I finished my break.
Oh my
Before
God.
you'd finished on
Yeah.
So he
air.
walked in. Did they
Dude.
get the photos with him and stuff?
So basically they were like, they needed him to eat a donut.
Yes, for a photo op.
Yes.
Yep.
And say Daniel's Donuts. That was
Yep.
what they needed. And
And
then
he said that on our show.
yeah, no. So basically, there was fans there with
Yep.
pens and things, and they wanted to get signed. So basically, he's rocked up. They said, "Oh, actually, you can speak to him first because we stuffed up the time a bit." He was probably like, I don't know, 20, 30 minutes. Well, 20 minutes late, say. And so then we said, "Oh, actually, like, nah, we're on a song now, so you just get your thing." So they
Yeah.
got the light on him
Yeah.
and did the thing and
Yeah.
did the shot, yada
Yeah.
yada. So like, he was already 1 foot out basically by the time we started the break. And so we've done the chat with him. Given he was very kind to us, I think.
Totally.
He was
Yeah.
Sounded really good.
told him he was live on the radio, but I thought he gave us good chat.
Yeah.
But dude, after that, he like left, and dude, he must have just been like, "I'm done," and like started walking off, and the security guards crowded around him, and people were like trying to hand their pens over, and he was looking at them, just shaking his head like, "Nah,
No dice.
Whoa.
no."
No signatures.
No signature. And like this one guy was like, please, please, please. And he had like a Bulls jacket on, and he was like trying to hand him the pen, and the security guards were just holding this dude, blocking Scottie all the way back to the car.
I don't know if it's a him thing, but I know a lot of big American athletes purposefully don't sign things
Because it's like
until
worth.
they like get towards the end of their career. He is obviously at the end of his career, so it might not be the
Or
thing.
it's more like I don't do signatures. Maybe I do photos but it was, dude, it was.
Hang on, so they don't sign stuff
Whilst-
until later in life
I
because
took-
it makes it more valuable?
Yeah, because otherwise, so they can sell stuff and memorabilia, and it's basically a retirement plan. Because if every man and their dog's got your signature, of
course.
it's not worth
Yeah,
anything.
yeah, okay. So
That's
so that could be
very
it.
clever.
But he obviously, it's obviously like a paid thing, and legends at Daniel's Donuts are very kind. And to be fair, they gave us pretty much all the time they had. So
that's
that was very
amazing.
nice. So thank you to them. Given we did mention Daniel's Donuts about
bunch,
20 times this
yeah.
morning. But yeah, it was brutal for
So I
everyone
should
else.
be running down there soon to try and catch him. He's long gone.
I thought, in my head, he was going to be cooking donuts, serving customers.
It was
Behind the counter.
I'm gonna. I don't. Are we even allowed to talk about monetary?
Oh, what, how much?
If you know, I wouldn't say. I
don't know,
You could
but
guess.
I think ballpark 50 plus for that.
You reckon?
Easily.
You
Easily.
You know
reckon?
what's so funny
Easily.
is that
What, you reckon more or less? Over under?
I'd take the under 50 hard, I reckon.
I didn't realize that obviously this was all teed up through Daniel's Donuts. So when I was
So
listening
you
to
were
it,
you
this-
were enjoying the magic.
yeah, I was like, goodness,
Macy, it's
they're,
literally your job.
they're
to do us.
crediting Daniel's Donuts a lot. And I was like, God, this
Well,
is
to be
good
fair,
for
that wasn't
them.
also a part of the deal, really.
No.
It was more just like,
It just happened.
it's good scratch, back scratch. And look, this is what the off-air podcast is about. It's sometimes just revealing it. And I think for everyone else listening who's not this involved with the show, I think it made more sense to be like, oh, you're on the chase. And I still had to get in the car with the guys and get down there ASAP. So that was all
But you did
live.
leave a little bit earlier than
Yeah,
we
so I
said
left
on
during,
air.
we recorded Amy Shark on Friday, so I gave myself a bit of a buffer there.
Yeah, a bit of a debacle.
Would anyone like to see a photo?
Did you get a photo with him?
Well, there's stills of the conversation.
Yeah.
I didn't-
It's not a selfie.
Dude,
as such.
Still pretty cool.
And
though.
like, so you guys know that I'm 6'5", and Ben's sort of 6'5", 6'6".
yeah.
So you know how tall I am. So imagine how tall he is. Are you seeing that? Dude, isn't that
Who is that small boy talking to Scottie
Because
Pippen?
his
Isn't
feet,
that
in the
insane,
photo,
man?
His feet start lower than
Dude.
you, and his head goes over you.
I reckon it looks like he's Gandalf and I'm Pippen. Like it looks like I look like one.
It looks
yeah,
like
thanks.
he had amazing, if I may say, amazing things in those rooms where it makes you look really small.
Dude,
It's
it's wild. It is wild. And so like
Were his security holding people back from that moment?
there was
like,
a rope and the security were just like nah, no one's getting it. Dude, these dudes were like tats all over the neck and they're like huge.
Do you reckon they're security for hire, or you reckon they're his dudes?
I reckon for hire. But also the guy, now we're getting really in the scene here. Who's the guy with the shaved head? Is it Max? Marks? Was it him?
No, that wasn't Max.
No, but who's the guy who does like, he's like the guy for all the stars. So like,
I don't know. I'm pretty sure Pippen was here with Dainty. Like that TG Dainty.
Oh, he was
thing,
very intense because there was a guy that came up and said g'day to us, and I got the vibe that he's the guy you call if you want to see Scottie Pippen for 5 minutes. Like he was like an
Like a
Australian guy.
manager type vibe.
Pretty much. I think he would do the stars when they come here. He's like he probably brokers deals between the. so
and
people
he was
just get
there.
to know
It's not
him.
Max, though?
No.
No,
Right,
it was a
'cause
guy.
Max
He was very
does-
nice. He was very kind. And then we also met like.
So he was there. That guy was there.
Yeah, he came first and said like, guys, thanks for doing this. He'll be here shortly.
Ah.
He's just leaving Crown now.
Is that
And
the
we
guy
were
that
like,
you said, can
"What,
we
are you
get you on
kidding me?"
air?
No, so that was actually... I did speak to
If I had to guess, that's the guy that was doing the Daniel's Donuts. Like,
I
store
spoke to a guy and
manager.
said, hey, man, can I talk to you and just say, like, well, I know he's not here yet, but can you pretend like he's here?
Yeah.
And he said, I'm the CEO of Daniel's Donuts. And I said, you're probably not the best fit. But I didn't even get the time to say that to him. So he was like waiting for me to talk to him to pretend. He was like, don't call me Adam. Because that, like, and I was like, then I was like stressing, like, I'm going to have to think of a fake name. I hope he doesn't put a voice on. But he was really nice. But yeah.
Where is he?
Yeah. Hello.
Yeah, right. So he was the guy that was paying for Scottie Pippen to be there.
Pretty much. So
He sounded nice.
50 grand. It won't be 50 grand.
I
Would
would say it's a bundle, so it's like 30 grand plus a transport, security.
There's something wrong with the world
But
if
it's-
that was 50.
but
50
it's also
grand for doing
like-
that.
it's-
They
Yeah.
had 1.5 mil for Katy Perry to play that party on Saturday.
Yeah, but she had to bloody perform her
She was there for
songs
like an hour,
that have
you know, like-
been number one in America.
Scottie
Like
Pippen's not there for.
he rocked up,
free
looked
throw,
at donuts,
yeah.
didn't even eat one, and then left.
But also, like, if you think about it, it's Scottie Pippen. Like, back in the 90s,
pretty
he
goated,
was
man.
a baller, man.
2024.
That's also a tax write-off from a company point of view.
Is it? Yeah.
So they would pay
Also,
him that money and they can get that back on
you-
tax. So if you think about it like that, because it's an expense.
Andy, you would know as well. We've had our fair share of, hey, we want this person. Well, that's how much it's going to cost, which has been weird. So
Exhibit asked us for $4,000 for a phone call.
Was it $5?
It's $5 grand.
It's $5 grand
$5
for 5 minutes.
The worst one was Cassie
Exhibit
Sainsbury. Remember
from,
Cassie Sainsbury wanted like
So that's the
what did
guy.
she want?
I thought that was the guy.
that
Yeah,
was
Max.
Moxon.
I think he's here for other stuff and he'll just be doing some cashies. It's like the same thing of like, sweet, like, yes, I'm an electrician by trade, but I'll just do some stuff for cash on the weekend. He was pretty much doing some cash. He's probably doing a few things today just around the traps.
Hey, we had a real good brouhaha last night about whether we should or shouldn't do Scottie Pippen, and I'm happy to say that I was solidly we should do it.
excuse me. Andy
joking.
was like hammering home in the chat. Nah,
I didn't think it would.
So.
I didn't think it would be any good. I was wrong.
But I liked. I got sold because I originally thought no, but I got sold on the idea of like the chase.
Well, you
and-
didn't know who it was.
Yeah, but I know the name, so I was like, yes.
But do you want to hear Belle's idea, guys?
Yeah, I said.
Belle put this in a voice message and I was like, that ain't gonna fly. She said, we should do Pippen and we bring him bling bling.
I didn't say bling bling. I said just like.
I said,
You
Pimp
used
my
that.
tip
You used the
and-
word. Do you use the word bling
No,
or
I
you
used
did
the
gold
word
chain?
I
You
said
gold
gold
chains.
chains. and
okay,
bring
that
some
doesn't
I did not say
really help
bling.
the situation.
Keep that drip dripping, my G.
Since you claimed after the fact that you didn't realise he was an African American man and how that could be perceived,
I
the
also
jury's
was
still
like-
out on that one.
I was thinking like maybe like Scott any donuts or like Scott a donut.
You
or,
were firmly
I don't know,
you
something
were
about
thinking
giving us
pun based.
donuts.
You weren't thinking of
I was
cultural
thinking
sort of.
pun-based, and it was in a safe
I'm just glad
environment.
We were having a chat about whether our listeners would care about Scottie Pippen and this and that, and you were saying we should definitely do it. And you didn't have any idea who it was.
I didn't say we should definitely. I said if we do it, we should do it this way. Or
Could
like,
you imagine if Scottie
Yeah.
Pippen rocks
What-
up and we give him a gold chain? We're
And I
like,
go, hey, my
put that on.
man, keep that drip dripping.
I
Pippen,
don't
Pippen,
know.
put this on there. And
Hey,
we'll film a
I'd
video.
get punched. I would literally get punched. I'd get
Yeah.
Pippen punched.
Oh, yeah,
Scottie, we're
don't
doing
do
a
that.
segment called Scott No Friends because no one knows who you are.
No one's
Yeah.
talking about everyone's talking about Daniel's Donuts. How he did the donut photo. He's eating a pie
Yeah, I think they got
because they do pies.
They do pies?
So they do pies,
Yeah.
and
I don't pies. want
to be a pie because I don't like gravy.
and Pippen's gone the New Zealand style chunky steak and cheese.
Yeah, dude.
And he's hoofing it down. He's eating it.
Dude.
He's not spitting it out.
Chunky steak.
I tell you who isn't eating donuts this morning. Scottie Pippen and me. Like, you could have got us a bloody box of donuts, you cheap
Yeah,
bastard.
what the
Yeah,
hell?
what
Where's
the
our
hell?
free donuts?
No.
What are you doing?
Yeah, sorry about
I'm
Jack and
so
I,
shattered I missed that. This whole thing, I'm really sad.
that.
We-
I just
Why,
can't
is it
deal with
Scottie?
how tall
Yeah.
he is.
Yeah, Ash,
Look at, just
the
looking at
annoying
some of the
thing
other
is-
angles of this photo. We should put this
So
on the
funny.
Alpha Squad.
it looks like
thing.
someone's edited you smaller.
Dude, it literally looks like I've been edited into this tiny little. Also, it's
I'll
funny
edit you
that
bigger.
I'm wearing a Liverpool shirt because we played in the EFL Cup this
Yeah,
morning and
really
won.
cool.
Scottie
Which is
Pippen
nice.
is literally definition of a Bigfoot boy.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude, 100%. But I was like, shit, we should really be wearing a Bulls kit. And we're like, oh, great, we got one downstairs. We had a Jordan kit. We're like, probably shouldn't wear that to the Pippen interview. Don't think that would have gone down too well.
Gave him some gazies too.
Did give him some Andrew Gaze sneakers.
Just 2 quick orders of business from me, if I may. I forgot to flag him at the start. Have we still got more to talk about Pippen, or?
I think we're pretty.
Liam was mid-sentence.
I mean, we're mid-sentence.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, no, I feel like he's teetering.
Ben's over.
I think you're about to say
wrap it
the
up.
outcome of the gazes, but that's okay.
Oh, go on.
It's pretty rude.
Yeah, no, he didn't take them.
Which is the last couple of off-airs have teated, so I'm trying to
Yeah,
get
yeah,
in.
no, I
get in
agree.
at
the views aren't teetering. The listens aren't teetering.
Oh, they don't?
No.
What do we got?
25 views.
25? Wow.
No, more than that.
I for one I've had my fill of Pippen chat.
Yeah. 2 quick ones from me. Actually, Liam, I sent you this already, but maybe as a team we could all go to this. I saw it in Fitzroy over the weekend, but there's a Sopranos trivia night on the 7th of March on a Thursday night, 7:30. I thought that'd be fun.
Is it at the Sopranos bar?
No, it's not.
What's the point?
I'd love to. We should do a team day at the Sopranos bar.
Well, I feel like there would be franchises that we would have a better go at. Nights of.
Absolutely, but it's almost kind of comical that we would be so bad at it. Like, because if there's actual Soprano heads there, we'd get smoked.
But you know they do like I reckon we'll have a real go at Lord of the Rings trivia.
Oh,
yeah.
I was about to swear then, but
Yeah.
I'm so excited by the prospect.
The board game bar in Brunswick, I think it is. That one has those niche trivia nights where they do like Lord of the Rings.
But could you imagine going to
stuff.
Sopranos trivia? It says themed food and drinks, best dressed prize. So
What
we were all
bar
up
is it?
tracksuits. We're all eating gabagool.
Yes.
That seems like a good time.
What bar is it?
It's in Brunswick. I said Fitzroy. It's in Brunswick. The Wolfhound. Wolfhound on Brunswick.
Don't know. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
The gabagool.
Also, Jack, you posted on the story this morning because Liam and Bell were late to the studio,
Oh, yes.
and you said punishment for the guys. I was just, while you guys were coming back from Daniel's Donuts, I was flicking through the replies.
Yep.
Do you want to hear some of the replies?
Yes.
Punishments?
Also, just side note, I did think of one more Pippen thing. I can slide it in here at this
go for it.
opportune moment.
Absolutely.
There was a woman who was like the events for this train station as well, so she was quite nice.
Train station events.
Yeah, but and I was like,
Busy job.
well,
Southern Cross do a lot.
They
of
do a
stuff
lot
there.
of
They do
that
a lot
sort of stuff. So I said,
Get into people that organise events, Ben.
I sort of said to her, like, surely this is an interesting morning.
Yeah, and then
And she sort of said, she was sort of saying to me, like, no, like, this is sort of nothing.
happens
Like,
all the
she
time.
sort of said, this is
Slow, actually.
So I said, what's the craziest thing that you've ever seen here? And she said, see that clock tower over there? And there's like,
The old clock tower?
yeah.
Oh my god!
So he
Don't
said,
get me started
she
on
said,
that.
one morning, a man was naked and he scaled that clock tower. And the security were down the bottom trying to get him down. He's like ran up like Spider-Man. And then when they said, come down, he started pissing on them. From the top of the clock
But why
tower.
is that? That's not
Yeah.
her job to deal with.
I thought she was going to go into like,
it's
like Tiger Woods at the 100 Jacks or
so
something.
I thought it was going to be like, oh yeah, Tobey Maguire was here for the theatrical releases to
No.
Spider-Man 3,
They needed
2004.
press, and she organised that.
Yeah.
Prearranged it.
True.
Do you
I
wanna
was
know
getting
about that
at.
clock tower.
No.
That clock tower was at the bottom end of Elizabeth Street, where Flinders Street is right now, because that was what was there before Flinders Street. That sole clock tower when it was a
Before the whole station?
fishing market. And
really?
that clock tower was there. And then when they built Flinders Street, they said, where are we going to put this beautiful clock?
Southern
And then
Cross?
they put it inside Southern Cross, and
actually-
we've built around it.
It's actually
Very
a good
beautiful.
fact. I like
How
that.
about that?
Yeah.
So these are the punishment suggestions. There's much more, but these are just a couple I've cherry picked out. Bubble Old said a rock off, and the loser has to drink a blended up concoction made by the rest of the team.
A meal fit for kings.
It's real
Challenge.
fear factor, that, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's real 2012 YouTube. I
Doesn't
love
sound
it.
All
fun.
sorts of stuff you can put in there.
Only stuff we can find in the office, I think, is fair.
Yeah, that doesn't make it any better.
Nice.
Lochiel Cameron said Bell has to eat a meat pie. It's supposed to be a punishment.
Yeah. I actually couldn't believe that when I was doing the break with Scottie Pippen, that Bell managed to get when he was having that
One of
shot
those
of him.
famous chunky beef pies.
She tried to snatch it out of her hand. I said, Bell, what are you doing here? You're supposed to be back in the studio. And she Ubered back just in time to. Yeah.
What, to ask
We
to,
did-
to end the break?
We did a break saying there's a meat pie at Southern Cross, and Bill said we should go.
That's what
But
you
you guys are here for Scotty, aren't you?
We might
that
need
pie.
to censor beep this username. Maybe not. I'll leave it up to you guys. Prolapsed barnacles.
Keep it in.
What's that mean?
I mean, the word isn't actually bad.
Yeah, right. Automatic DQ for team member of the week.
Oh, that's a bit ridiculous. Seeing as we were
Chelsea-
in, like, you know.
We were talking about freaking Scottie Pippen.
We were actually planning the show.
Chelsea says Bell eats a kilo of meat, Liam eats a kilo of vegetables.
God forbid Liam eats a
Yeah.
vegetable. I love that.
Two more. Deadly Squid said put in stocks on the street and have strangers throw tomatoes while they walk by.
Get him in the stocks. That's the one.
And then Harry said run around the studio naked or swallow a whole pack of chewing gum.
Do they chew it first?
I'd much rather do the naked thing, because that chewing gum is so bad.
It's a funny
Boy.
punishment that you have to swallow a pack of chewing gum to me.
I reckon it would stress you
deadly.
because you'd be like, "Ooh, it feels bad."
I mean, I
It's like a
like
kidney stone.
Rock Off and like Team King's Cup.
Yeah.
What about rock off for a DQ? I like the King's Cup better.
Andy wasn't here either.
Should we do a rock off?
It's not the Ben Lee and Bell and Andy show.
Should we do a rock
As
off?
AP, who should be up here.
Should we do a rock off for a DQ?
Well,
It's quick. We can have a resolution now.
Yeah.
Someone gets
Yeah, I
disqualified.
think that's fair.
That's fun.
Okay.
Ready?
Best of what?
Are we going 3, 2 on
Let's
one?
rock, paper, scissors, as
On
always.
scissors?
Rock, paper,
Paper,
scissors.
scissors, yeah.
Okay.
Rock, paper, shoot.
Yeah.
On
Yeah.
scissors.
Rock, paper, scissors. See ya.
Bell
Bang.
is disqualified,
Disqualified.
from Team Member of the Week.
Got you with my rock.
Sorry, I was trying to fill a hollow show.
Show was great.
Show was elite.
Because of
Also,
my content.
It's also priorities. You can't,
Because of
you
your
can't fill a
content.
show and then not be on air for
oh
it.
my golly goodness.
Speaking of Bell content, we agreed last week to do the live stream today. Are we doing that?
Oh,
Oh, is that today?
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
Nothing
let's
else is
do
on.
yeah, why not?
I got.
Oh,
So-
Jack, you got stuff on?
Well, I'll do it. But
Did we lock that in?
to be fair, I wouldn't know if you did. I forget
we said
stuff.
we said
I
on
think we just
Thursday,
said
Friday
next
last
week.
week we'd do it on Monday.
Oh, did we?
Why not do
Okay.
it Monday?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Oh yeah.
So like a live stream today.
Yeah, so the idea being, well, unless you think we don't have enough of a run-in to it, like if we want to promote
I
it
hate
a
that,
little
but
bit better.
Also,
I would
if
like
we've
to
got
promote
Scottie
it a
Pippen
bit
stuff
better,
going
I
up
think.
today, I'd hold live stream for tomorrow. But also I'm not fussed.
What's the feelings though doing a live stream that's not like late afternoon, nighttime? Are we alright with that? Like a midday stream, is that okay, or is that less numbers?
As long as you're not doing it whilst people are traveling, like the worst time to do a live stream would be like 7 to 9.
Right.
Because if they're at work, yeah.
AM or PM?
AM.
Okay, good. I was going to say it's going to be a problem for us.
Bit of
next
you.
Boring
week.
you over there.
I know I woke up at 2 a.m. this morning, so yeah.
whose fault is that?
The big game.
He was stressed
All right.
about
Well,
the show.
maybe live stream
Do it tomorrow. Do
tomorrow.
it tomorrow.
I'll be cool with that.
Yeah,
Yep.
Bell's not allowed to leave work until she starts a fire.
Yep.
And we've got the kit.
And we'll live stream.
And we do it at...
Oh, what's the forecast?
And
Might
it's-
not be.
It's hot.
Yeah,
it's
might be
31
there's
tomorrow.
also
The next 2
total
days
fire.
are hot.
I
Maybe
wouldn't-
today. So today's
And
the best
what I
day.
will say, Andy,
Yeah.
is there's fires currently burning in Victoria, and they're quite big news. And I
take your point, but also this is entirely survivor related. Like it's because they have you have to
Also,
start
if-
fire and
if
survive.
well, then
people
it
get
could
angry,
be,
they'll be
you gotta
angry
tie
at
a
you.
knot. I don't know. You got to build a raft. Like you could do anything else that's not start a fire.
If you were wearing one of the survivor like bandanas, maybe it would give the better. I'm like, oh, she's doing it because survivor.
If we think it's tone deaf, then let's just wait till never. You know, you won't do
Yeah.
stuff.
Now, what are we doing here?
Is it as tone deaf as Pimpin' Pippin?
Yeah, Bill, don't get on your tone deaf
No,
high
I was
horse.
driving. I was just spitballing ideas.
Why don't we pimp him up a bit?
I don't
Pimp
know.
my Pippin.
Horrible idea.
I also said Space Jam donut. I don't know.
That's kind of good. I like that one.
Yeah, it would have offended him given that he wasn't in the film.
wasn't in space.
Jesus.
Gee whiz, you're digging yourself a deeper hole.
I don't know.
He's like the one
Jam
guy on the
donut.
team that didn't get the
Is that a
call out to
basketball
Space
film?
Jam.
Yeah, Michael Jordan, his like teammate,
Nemesis.
but arguable nemesis.
I thought they were mates. I'm so
Yeah, and now
Mate,
his
whoa.
wife is with Jordan's son, so it's best not to mention Space
Wait,
Jam around him.
what?
Wait, what?
Yeah,
Last
last
Pippen.
Pippen.
She's getting space jammed.
Hang on.
It's
Whoa.
with Jordan's son.
So hang on.
Yeah,
So hang on.
bit
So
going on.
Scottie's ex-wife, I'm guessing now,
Yes.
is with his best mate's kid.
Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't
so
say they were best mates. It's more like they were
His right hand man. during-
on the
So
court.
Honestly, that's
Yeah.
like if Sarah got with Freddie.
Yeah. In it, letting a few years cook, but yeah, that would be
Literally.
that's the same thing.
Yeah.
Does that mean Ben's Jordan?
Yep.
Mate, I'm fine if I can get 50 grand from going and eating a donut. You know, and it's fine. I would happily be the Pippin.
Whoa.
Yeah, yeah.
That's so funny.
Yeah. So that's why you didn't do the interview.
Oh.
Loved you in Space Jam. Here's your here's the gold chain. Here's the gold chain, mate.
Yeah. Well,
your wife.